What's up, guys? I'm the Retro Nerd, and I'm bringing you another episode of Retro Night. And as you know, it's still March, so what does that mean to me? We're still playing Mega Man games, and we're on Mega Man 2. So let's jump right into it. We got a little introduction here. Yeah, so the cool thing about, Mega Man is it has that introduction at the beginning. So that was always cool because, well, the first one didn't really have an introduction. This one was like telling you the story so far. Is like, they defeated Dr. Wily, but now he's back again with more robot masters trying to take over the world and shit like that. So, but anyways, yeah. So this Mega Man, there's some difference to it, but it's pretty much. Mega Man 2 was the stuff that got cut out of Mega Man 1, and then they implemented it into Mega Man 2, because Mega Man 1 wasn't really successful in sales, so like Capcom was like, we don't want you to make a sequel, but because the last one wasn't so successful, but if you guys want to, you can, but you have to do it in your free time. So why, like, the Mega Man team were working on other games in their free time, they made Mega Man 2. So thank God for them, actually getting free time and actually wanting to program after they've been programming probably for hours and hours on other games, and not being tired enough to be like, oh, well, wait, I don't want to work on Mega Man 2. Screw it. I'm going home. So thank God for those guys to put in their time and effort to make Mega Man 2. But it paid off. To this point, Mega Man sold like 1.5 million copies. So it's actually the most successful Mega Man game because of how much it sold. And the popularity of it, everybody says this is the better of the Mega Man games. Mega Man X. But anyways, they say this one's better because it took the stuff of what Mega Man 1 did and improved on it. One, you don't have, if you notice, there's no score at the top of my screen. So they took that out. They're like, you don't worry about score anymore. And then they came up with more more original robot masters, but just not that, but just the minor robots that you fight and stuff are kind of creative. Like you'll see in the Woodman stages, the bats. Those bats are actually like a Mega Man staple. You'll see them throughout the games. And in Mega Man X, you actually see like there's like newer versions of them, but then they have those versions of them too. So it's still kind of cool. And plus, I believe you also see these bats in the Mega Man cartoon show. So, I know they're minor characters, but those bats mean something to me. Like when I see those as enemies, I'm like, yep, this is a Mega Man game, alright. Those bats. Well, I know it's a Mega Man game because I'm playing as Mega Man, but just seeing those bats, gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling because you're like, yep, this is a Mega Man game. A good Mega Man game, because they stuck to classic enemies, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, this Mega Man game, no, there's no slide in it yet. We're getting there. We're close to the game that introduces the slide. But the one thing they introduced in this was the 1, 2, and 3 options. Platforms. Each one having a different thing that they did. those predate Rush, which is your dog companion that you call forth, and usually you either spring on his back, he'll turn into like a little marine submarine thing, and you like jump inside of him and all that stuff. So these platforms predate Rush, but if they probably didn't put these platforms in this game and like people actually like them, they probably wouldn't have made Rush. So that's kind of cool that, you know, these platforms are like Rush's creation. It's like they thought, you know, well, Mega Man needs little helpers, so let's give him a dog. And so Mega Man 3, you'll see Rush. Yes, I do use Rush in my gameplay, so don't worry, I do use Rush in the Mega Man 3 gameplay. At least once or twice you have to, because some of the levels are designed around to having to use Rush. So anyways, I played a little bit of this one when I was a kid. Not so much as Mega Man 3, because I remember Mega Man 3 apparently more fondly than anything. But yeah, I do remember owning this and playing a little bit of it. It's challenging. I mean, you thought Mega Man 1 was challenging. This game can be a pain in the ass. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have disappearing blocks. It's just like they throw all these new enemies and stuff at you, and like here, like if you notice in the Woodman stages, the little birds that drop the eggs, and then all those little birds come out of that egg. That's a pain in the ass when you're fighting the like robot monkeys. You're like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to fight like, you know, 10 of these little birds plus the fucking robot monkey that I'm trying to get past, you know? It's just a pain in the ass, but still fun. You know? Yeah, it's frustrating. That's what Mega Man games are. They're frustrating and painfully hard. But if after a while you eventually learn from it and you're like, okay, I got this pattern down, you know, you'll start like remembering stuff like, okay, once I get to walk right about here, those birds appear, so I gotta jump and then shoot them, blah blah blah. And you just get the patterns down completely, which makes you 10 times better Mega Man player if you can remember patterns. But don't be expecting me to fighting. I do think I make it to 1 or 2 Robot Masters in this. I do not beat any of them because I do not remember anything like how to fight them or anything, or what their weaknesses are. So, you know, when I do these videos, I don't go straight in and be like, oh, I'm an MLG pro, you know. I just play them. That's all I do. Is I don't go up and be like, oh, I need to go get Fireman's power to beat Iceman, blah blah blah. No, I just go in guns blazing. The only one I ever do where I try to get like powers and like try to use them against them is the Mega Man X series, because that's the series I played a lot more than Mega Man Classic. So those I remember because they weren't hard to forget, because it wasn't that long ago. Well, you could say probably about 20 some odd years, but still, it's still the fact that I remember those are the Mega Man games that stuck with me. So I try to remember those as much as I can. That's why hopefully I can get through and start doing my full play of Mega Man X4, which I can't wait for, because that game was the one I played the most and got so far in. But yeah, so I'll probably start playing that soon, get some of the videos done and ready to go, so I can just be like upload, and have them come out pretty much every day, every other day, you know, or some shit like that. Probably just have it set so YouTube just uploads for me on certain days and all that stuff. So, but yeah, another thing I have to mention is Apeshit April is getting pushed back to Apeshit August. So I'm pushing that back to August because I don't want to go from 1 month being nothing but Mega Man to another month being nothing but, you know, another genre of games and stuff like that. I don't want to do that and bore you guys. I actually want to get back to, you know, playing some of the other games that I sort of left off on either full plays or games that I've mentioned I was gonna play. Like I want to get back to The Wolf Among Us. Hopefully soon. Life is Strange episode 2 is out, so I can do that. And then get back to The Evil Within, because the new DLC, The Assignment, is coming out. So hopefully I can finish off The Evil Within and then do the DLC for you guys. So that's why I'm pushing April to August and calling it Ape August. That way we have more specialty months, a little bit more spread out, so I have like a free range of playing whatever game I want to play and talking about whatever I want to talk about. And then May I'll do Super Mario May. I will still do Super Mario May, that's for sure. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure you guys understood, and knew why I wasn't going to do that, because I don't want to bore you guys to death with some of you guys probably don't like Mega Man, but I do. I wanted to do a special month for it, because I do see a lot of people like Peanut Butter Gamer. He does his own Legend of Zelda month and stuff like that. So I wanted to do something for one of my favorite types of games, the Mega Man games. So I mean, you guys may not like it, but hey, it's my YouTube channel, so I get to say what happens. But there's still a lot of fans of Mega Man games, so they're probably enjoying Mega Man March, because I got tons of videos planned for Mega Man March. So besides the gameplay ones, I got 2 top 10s I want to do, plus I'm doing the Retro Life for Mega Man. So I got some videos planned out besides just video game footage and me talking and doing commentary for it. So don't worry, I do have at least 3 live action things that I'm gonna do. So everything's all good in the hood. Don't worry, people. Don't worry. But anyways, I've been the Retro Nerd, and this has been an episode of Retro Night, part of Mega Man March. Retro Nerd out.
Thank you.